why they want to send children back into schools and turn them therefore into petri dishes. So nobody is, I mean, it's so distressing that this still needs to be explained, but that's Brexit, Britain. It's not a zero-sum game. It's not 100% support for that or 0% support for that. Ideally, we wouldn't be facing any of these problems, but we are. And the simplest way to stick a rocket on the infection rate would be to fill our schools up with children, which is why they've decided not to. But here we are. 24 minutes after 11 is the time. Verity is in Benfleet. Verity, what would you like to say?
Thank you for taking my call. Over the COVID pandemic, the majority that that have called in to say that my husband is a highly vulnerable person, a high risk.
No, I think everyone is, because if we see it as a choice between two options,
yeah,
everyone's pleased that they've made this choice, but you'd much rather that there wasn't that choice on the table, and that we just so this is what I was just trying to explain. I obviously didn't do a very good job, Verity.
Back in November, obviously when we went into the first lockdown, we were really trying to get my son to be homeschooling again. But the school said their hands were tied, they're following government guidelines. But the stress that we was under as a family, and I know everyone's saying about the mental health of children going to school, but the mental health it's affected my son, of him going to school knowing that he could be the one bringing it back to my husband. And I'm not over dramatising the fact that if my husband caught it, he would die. And also 6 years ago we had an incident at home. My son found my husband and he did nearly die back then. That was playing all back on his mind.
Well, do you know, this is, I'm sorry that this is your daily reality, but you've made the point I was trying to make so much more powerfully than I could, because having the schools open would have a very negative impact upon your son's mental health, in the same way that having them closed clearly has a negative impact on other people.
Things to focus on, obviously, which I do totally understand with people. You know, I feel such sympathy for children that, you know, feel safer going to school. You know, that's been talked about a lot, and I do understand, but because like we're that, maybe only that very small amount that feel, oh my God, if I send him, we could be bringing that risk back. There wasn't that much help for us. We tried the council, we tried the schools, you know, we even tried to get letters from my husband's consultant, and everywhere we turned it was, sorry, our hands are tied, our hands are tied. And it's just been a living fear every day of what do we do. So to be honest, it sounds awful. We was all like, yay, you know, and he.
It doesn't sound awful. It doesn't. Of course, it doesn't sound awful. It sounds normal, natural, perfectly logical. But of course, you're a properly functioning human being, rather than some sort of binary creation of the right. So yes, this is better for us, therefore we welcome it. But it doesn't mean that in normal times we would want the schools to be closed. And equally, you know, mental health is either an issue or it isn't. It doesn't become an issue when you're trying to use it to make a different political point on a completely different context. The cuts to the children's mental health provisions in this country have been absolutely appalling. But I didn't hear a whisper out of all of the people currently claiming that children's mental health is the reason why we should turn schools into petri dishes. 28 minutes after 11, Verity, take care. Ben is in Brian, I beg your pardon, is in Chesterfield. Brian, what would you like to say?
Morning, James.
Hello, mate.
Privileged to talk to you.
Oh, I don't know about that. But what's on your mind?
Slightly different perspective as a parent, I suppose, because I'm a parent of a head teacher.
Oh, I love it. Come on.
And she happens to be with us yesterday evening. Before I get on James's naughty step, she lives on her own, so she's in our
She's allowed to come and see
She's allowed to come and see us. She sits in the corner.
Right.
So we were there when Boris's announcement, which was expected, of course, came through at 3 minutes past 8. She then has to start making sure not chaotic to school. Because clearly.
Of course.
And she's got no time to communicate with them. The school has a very good communication system with parents, so within a minute she's made sure all parents knew that the rules have changed, the rules for schools have changed. But then what? Now, Dad, trying to be helpful, said, well, if you're open to key working children or vulnerable children, can't you say to parents that it's the same route as March?
Yeah.
To give us a bit of time to think about it.
Yeah.
So we've got the problem there. Now, one is a whole year group was made since March, and a whole year group was started. So we we don't know about those.
Right.
And also, we can't assume that people who were key workers then still are, or indeed people who weren't key workers then aren't now. Because a lot of people lost their jobs, and they may have got a job, for example, working in the local supermarket, where they become a key worker and delivering food. Whole range of issues that just hadn't thought about. So I said, well, couldn't you, the old thing, that's that, couldn't you have sort of, knowing this was likely to happen, couldn't you have asked the parents that at the end of last week?
Yeah.
She said, yeah, and then immediately it goes around the area, oh, it looks like school's closing. Even though the government have said the head must know something that we don't, creating more confusion and chaos for parents. So the issue really was that once again, everything left to the last minute, 3 minutes past 8 on a Monday evening.
Do you know, this is weird. We've done 90 minutes, more or less, on schools, with a couple of side orders. I began with the caller who made me see things that I hadn't seen already, and we end with a caller who's made me see things that I hadn't seen already. I mean, all filed under the idiocy of doing it at 8 o'clock in the evening for primary school children. I mean, that's the unbelievable bit. But all those other variables that you've just described, Brian. And I love the way you told that story, because you did it from the position of trying to help your daughter. And she then turns around to you with the yeah buts, with the Dad, thanks Dad, but thanks Dad, but.
Because she knows what she's doing. I haven't been a head teacher.
No, but you.
For 25 years, so I'm out of the loop.
No, but you're doing it from the best of intentions, you see, and that is something else that's missing. I sometimes fall into this trap. You're really trying to help, but then being given the evidence and the detail that makes these suggestions unhelpful. Brian, look after yourself. It's 11:31. Dominic Ellis is here now with your headlines.
Businesses hit by the latest coronavirus lockdown are to receive extra financial support from the government. Firms in the retail, hospitality and leisure sectors across the UK will receive up to £9,000 help with £4.6 billion. The Prime Minister will hold a news conference at 5 p.m. today about the latest coronavirus developments. He'll be joined by England's Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitty and the Chief Scientific Officer Sir Patrick Vallance. And the Cabinet Office Minister Michael Gove. Assessments being drawn up for students scheduled to sit GCSE and A-level exams this summer. Both are expected to be cancelled because of the impact of the pandemic on education. The Education Secretary Gavin Williamson will update MPs tomorrow. And the weather cold and breezy with showers in central and eastern parts. Some will be wintry over higher ground, drier further west with some sunshine, a high of 5 degrees.
LBC. Why start the new year with bad broadband when you could have brilliant broadband for only $24.99 a month in our best ever Jan sale? Launch into 2021 with BT's Superfast Fibre, because BT has the big three: speed, strength and security. 21b.com to join now. Why wait? New cost plus 3.9% increase each March. $32.99 for month 25. Offer ends 21st of January. Terms apply.
The new all-electric Vauxhall Corsa E comes with up to 30,000 miles worth of free electricity. Enough for 3 years driving, or a lap around. It's a fuel saving of 4 car. So, isn't it time you go electric? The new all-electric Vauxhall Corsa E. T's and C's and exclusions apply. Wallbox installed by British Gas and subject to their T's and C's. See vauxhall.co.uk/free miles. Extra charges may apply. Limited availability while stocks last. Participating retailers only. Price subject to change. Mileage based on driving style may vary. Search New Corsa E offers.
That's Emma, winning the BP Fuel Your Year daily prize draw. There's a whopping £2,000 worth of points up for grabs every day to redeem on BP Fuel or at Amazon, Virgin Wines, M&S and more. Just use your BPB Rewards card or BPB app in store to be entered.
Oh, that's all my food shopping sorted at M&S for a while.
BPB Rewards. Little rewards, more often. Offer ends 2nd of March 2021. Daily prize draw of 400,000 points, no cash alternative. BPB Rewards customers only. For full terms and conditions, go to bpbrewards.co.uk.
As a business owner, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. With the challenges of the pandemic and Brexit, we're all looking for the right financial support to help us find a way. From the bread makers and the risk takers to the B&B owners and the work from homers. The hotheads and tech-led, break of dawners and midnight oilers. The British Business Bank, backed by UK government, is here to help you find a way. Get started by searching British Business. Access financial information that could help your business.
We all like our parts covered, especially when someone accidentally walks in.
Oi, I'm in here.
With British Gas Home Care, Fortunately, both your parts and labour are covered, which means no unexpected repair bill when you wake up to a freezing home or icy shower. Sign up by the 15th of February and get a gift card worth up to £75. Search British Gas Home Care. Conditions and exclusions apply. British Gas, here to solve.
Right then, that's Christmas done. Better take the tree down. Okay, decorations into boxes, outside lights, 15-foot inflatable Santa and the snow machine, that'll mean getting the ladders out. Oof. Let's wait till the neighbours take theirs down.
Don't put things off this year. Get 6 months free data and calls. So the Samsung Galaxy S20 FE is now under £16 a month. Get your skates on. Search your 2 winter sale.
£15.81 for the first 6 months on a 1 gig custom plan, then £31.81 a month plus RPI. Ends 30th of January.
The self-assessment deadline is January 31st. Don't leave it too late. If you're worried about paying, support may be available to help you out. For more information, go to gov.uk/self-assessment. Remember, the self-assessment deadline is January 31st. Start yours today.
James O'Brien on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
11:35 is the time, and you're listening to James O'Brien.